Stop number 15 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Michigan Speedway in the Irish Hills of Brooklyn, Michigan. As we're set to go racing here today for 30 laps of racing, it's the Miller Lite 400 as we're set for. As 37 cars get ready to zoom around this 2-mile D-shaped racetrack here. Speeds upwards of well over 185 miles an hour plus. Is here as we're set to. Here as we approach the halfway point on the season here. Just hard to believe here in season 36. And here's your starting lineup. On the pole is Zachary Fitzwater in car number 30, the Pennzoil Pontiac, qualifying at the speed of 179 miles per hour. He's alongside Charles Sanford in car 71, the Big Apple Market Chevrolet. Row 2 has car number 18, excuse me. That is Noah Sewell in the Interstate Battery Chevrolet. Beside him is Keith Batson, car 28, the Texaco Haviland Ford. Row number 3 has car number 9, Cody McGurk in the Melling Performance Ford. And number 11, Jessica Shelton, the winner at Martinsville in the Budweiser Ford. Going to row number 4, it's the winner at Pocono, Caleb Fogler in the number 90 Splitfire Spark Plugs Ford. He's alongside number 52, that is Seth Cole in the Hurley Limo Ford. Seth winner this season at Atlanta. Next row down is number 55. It is Alexander Rowe, the Jasper Engine Chevrolet, excuse me, and beside him number 68, that is Ben Cohen in the Country Time Lemonade Oldsmobile. Next row down is number 75, Laura Chung in the Raymont Oldsmobile, and number 75 beside her is another girl, car 26. Quicker State Ford of Tori Gossett sits alongside. Going to the next row down is car number 33, Nathan Orman in the Skull Bandit Oldsmobile. It's flanked by number 22, Mitchell Hodak. Next row down has number 42, Kyle Matthews, winner at Darlington this season. And number 94, Dylan Poteet in the Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. Next row down is number 5, that is Austin Reed in the Tide Chevrolet. And number 25, Colin Cropley in the Kodiak Chevrolet. Next row down is number 43, Mike Becker, the STP Pontiac. And number 15, the winner at Charlotte this season in 600, it is Aubrey Scott. Next row down is number 8, Joshua Osborne, the Snickers Ford. And beside him, number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. It is Cole Deaver behind the wheel. Deaver winner this season at Sonoma. Excuse me. Next row down has car number 21. That is Quentin Moore, winner this season at North Wilkesboro. And number 1, the winner at Riverside this season, Trent Dunham. Next row down is number 2, the winner at Dover this season. That is Dylan Young. And number 4, the winner at Richmond, Eric Monaco. Next row down has number 17, that is Reggie Fogelman, the Western Auto Chevrolet, and number 66, Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Ford of Raphael LeDuc, winner this season at Talladega. Next row down, John Andrews in 83, and number 7, that is Lyle Austin. Next row down has number 6, Valvoline Ford of the Daytona 500 winner, Paul Minnick, and Ali Liara in the Keystone Beer Ford, car number 16. Next row down is number 98, Ryan Brommer, who won the last time he was here at Michigan. Beside him is Christian Bracken at number 12. Then it's number 48, Wes McCoy, and number 10, Andrew Miller. And starting shotgun is number 49. It is Tito McCoy in the Meritron Batteries Chevrolet. So field lined up, getting set for 30 laps of action here today, as we're about to get the command to fire the engines here today at Michigan.
3, 2, 1, gentlemen, start your engines.
The command has been given to fire the engines as 37 cars roar to life at Michigan Speedway. The crowd on their feet for today's running of the champions of the Miller Lite 400, and Zachary Fitzwater's not going to start. Oh, man, Zachary Fitzwater is going to be teleported on the pit road, and he will not be able to start this race from the pole position. And he's already out of the race. I don't know if he's out of the race already as well, too, but green flag's about to fly when we come back after this. A tough break for Zachary Fitzwater. Feels about to head into turn number 3 right now. The crew working frantically on that number 30 Pennzoil Pontiac, trying to get it back out there. Fitzwater was to have been the pole sitter for the event here at Michigan to make matters worse for Zach, and he is sitting on pit road. It's got to be a tough break for him, as we mentioned. But that's now moved Noah Sewell, who is the third position starter on the pole for this event here today. As they come off turn number 4, pace car comes on the pit road, and the green flag's about to fly for the Miller Lite 400, and we are set to go racing at Michigan. Almost halfway home on the season right there. Halfway point of the season will be the next race on the tour at Daytona in the Pepsi 400 when we get to that event. And that will be a nighttime race, obviously, as well, too. As they come off the second turn, Caleb Fogler makes it three wide between him, Cody McGurk, and Charles Sanford. And they're 3 wide. I don't know how many rows deep, about 4 or 5 rows. About to complete the first lap as you're riding with Keith Batson in car 28. The Texaco Havoline 40's got one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's event. And wow, what a first lap! I'm not sure who they gave that first lap to. I think they gave it to Noah Sewell. Yes, they did. Sewell led his first lap of the race here, but he is going to be shuffled way back in the back now as they come out of the second corner here. And they're still not going to... There's Zachary Fitzwater still on pit road. As Caleb Fogler now goes to the top spot now. Fogler, that's where we left in the last race on the tour at Pocono. Out in front. Looking to become the first repeat winner of the season. We've had 14 winners in the first 14 races of the season so far. One of this will be 15 of 15 here. I'm not sure how, like I said, I'm not sure how long this is going to go. And other problems in turn number 2. Zachary Fitzwater and Ryan Brommer involved in this crash here. And Trent Dunham's got some damage on as well, too, in the number 1 car. And that's going to be caution number 1 flying on lap number 3 of this event. As now Nathan Ormond tries to go for the top spot. And he will get it coming off turn number 4. And Nathan Ormond in the Harry Gant colors goes to the top spot now, and he'll lead him back to the caution flag with Mike Becker in second position. But a tough break for Ryan Brommer, Reggie Fogelman, and Trent Dunham. And let's take a look at what happened to take the this what happened to cause the caution flag to fly here. Yeah, Brommer got into Dylan Poteet right there in the 98 in the 98-94 cars. They both got together and took Reggie Fogelman with him. And Trent Dunham was an innocent bystander. He just had nowhere to go. He spun like a couple of loops and just kept on going in that number 1 car. But Trent now back on the track right now in that number 1 car. He's not yet come on pit road. Zachary Fitzwater, he's now finally back out on the racetrack right now, so he is going to be... He's back on the track 3 laps down, so going to be a tough road for Fitzwater to climb. He's going to may pick up some spots there. I'm not sure how many cars are going to be out of race due to this crash here. I don't think there will be any, but boy, for Fitzwater, like I said, that's got to be a heartbreaker for him. Start from the pole for once this season and then have it all go to shambles before the green flag even flies. But it is Nathan Ormond, your leader of this event here today. Is Subar's second position is Mike Becker, third Caleb Fogler, fourth is Dylan Young, and Cole Deaver is fifth. Back in a moment. So after the aftermath of the crash right there, Ryan Brommer is the only car out of the race here at Michigan Speedway. So Zachary Fitzwater gets a bit of a break. He will not finish last, thankfully for him. But he is on the inside of the racetrack here and trying to see if he can try to get a jump on Nathan Ormond and see if he can try to catch a quick caution flag, and try to get one of his 3 laps back here in this event. Green flag back out, back underway on lap number 8 here at Michigan. 23 laps remaining. Field begins to get spread out here going into turn number 1 here as Ormond pulls ahead and Fitzwater trying to get his way back ahead of Ormond, but Dylan Young Goes inside. He's going to try to take the lead away from Nathan Ormond, and he's going to have Cole Deaver behind him in that number 3 car. Also, Alexander Rowe, Austin Reed, and Quentin Moore. And as much as now Cole Deaver goes inside of the racetrack here. Deaver, as our second in-car camera, you're riding with Cole. And that was a close at the line, but they gave it to Dylan Young. He led that last time by just 100 of a second over Cole Deaver, and now who has the lead over the 55 car of Alexander Rowe. Aubrey Scott up there, John Andrews in the 83 car. There's Seth Cole, three wide between him, Fitzwater, and Ormond. He's got Jessica Shelton behind him in that number 11 cars to come up through turns number 3 and 4. And Cody McGurk in the 9, Joshua Osborne in the 8. Osborne that time by clocked in 9th position right there, so several cars making their way up to the top 10 positions here as he tries to follow Jessica Shelton through, but Seth Cole thinking right now, nope, actually Seth Cole moves up the track right there in front of the 21 car of Quentin Moore. So kind of the back 3 wide. Cody McGurk's going to try to pull up, trying to push Osborne. And now Seth pulls in behind Jessica Shelton as they come up the second corner, the fourth corner I should say. That moves her down to second position. Now Deaver's still out in front in car number 3. And Cole, along with Jess and Seth, those 3 are trying to look to become the first repeat winner of the season as well too. Ben Cohen, 68 car, well, he's not yet won. He did win he has won in the series before. Last season at the night race at Bristol's when he won a race, I should say. The 68 country time also was he's driving the same paint scheme he won that day at Bristol with. And now Laura Chung dives inside right there. What a power move by Laura in that Raymock Oldsmobile. She comes off turn number 4. Gets by both McGurk and Scott in one fell swoop as they come off turn number 4. Yellow flag's going to fly for the second time here today at Michigan, and Jessica Shelton will lead him back to the caution flag, and it's Caleb Fogler, car number 90. Well, I tell you what, when it rains, it pours for Caleb Fogler, it seems like. Take a look at what happened. They got 4 wide there. Fogler did between him, Batson, and Fitzwater. And he just drove Fitzwater straight into the wall, come off turn number 4, again, in turn number 1. Same spot we saw that Ryan Brommer, Reggie Fogelman, and Trent Dunham get into. And Fogler goes into the wall and keeps on going. But boy, he's going to be fuming under that helmet right now. Thinking, not again here. But so Fogler stays out on the racetrack right now here, and I don't think there's much damage to that number 90 car. Christian Bracken in the 12 car, however, he missed the entrance of pit road. He's on the apron of the track, and Christian Bracken is already having a hard season so far. At number 12 Ray Bestis machine, running 29th right now, but there may be some problems internally with that Ray Bestis Chevrolet. But right now it's Jessica Shelton out in front after 12 laps of this event. We'll be back in a moment for the restart. Off turn number 2 they come right there. We'll be restarting here on lap number 16. So it'll be 15 down and 15 to go when this race restarts here, halfway home at Michigan Speedway. Jessica Shelton is your leader. Second position is Seth Cole. Third is Cole Deaver. Fourth is Ben Cohen. Fifth, Joshua Osborne. Sixth position right now is Laura Chung. Seventh is Alexander Rowe. Eighth is Cody McGurk. Ninth is Colin Cropley. And 10th is Aubrey Scott. That's how they run right now. 11th position belongs to Noah Sewell. 12th is Dylan Young. 13th is Austin Reed. 14th position is Nathan Ormond. 15th is Tori Gossett. 16th position is Quentin Moore. 17th is Eric Monaco. 18th is Keith Batson. 19th, Charles Sanford. And 20th is Mitchell Hodak. That's how they run right now. Average speed 101.775 miles per hour. The fastest lap so far set by Colin Cropley at 184.91 miles an hour. That's the fastest race so far. Green flag back out. Lap number 16 here at Michigan. Zachary Fitzwater trying to get a push there from Ben Cohen, trying to get himself one of his 3 laps back on this race here as they come into turn number 3. In the meantime, battle for the lead. Seth Cole goes to the top spot now over Jessica Shelton. Shelton fights back on the outside, tries to at least. And it's going to be Seth taking the lead here in turn number 1. And look at this mess right there. 3 wide off turn number 2 here. And so far, everybody keeps the handle on these cars. They come on the backstretch now. Dylan Young makes it 3 wide. Dylan Young's won here a couple times at Michigan. And he knows how to get it done. Austin Reed back there. He wants to win a race. Joshua Osborne behind him. Same with Noah Sewell in that green number 18. And here to go into turn number 1, Quentin Moore. 21 car goes low side of the track. Quentin Moore moves his way through the field. And here comes Charles Sanford, car number 71 on the low side of the track here. And that's who our third in-car camera will ride inside. Rides inside today is Charles Sanford's car. There's the look from inside. Number 71, Big Apple Markets Chevrolet. And he has got the best seat in the house right now. Up and looking at watching this battle for the lead happening. Cody McGurk led the last time by the number 9 car. Now Dylan Young goes to lead. Whoa! Colin Cropley almost chopped off Charles Sanford right there in turn number 1. See how fast Charles comes off turn number 2. 175 miles there off the second corner. 182 miles an hour, 183, 84, 184 miles an hour. Turn number 3 goes to Charles Sanford, 174 in the middle of 3 and 4. As he follows Quentin Moore, 179 miles an hour. Turn number 4. So as he goes into turn number 1, 184 miles an hour. And that's how fast Charles is going to go to turn number 1, 184 into turn number 1. So Charles Sanford takes the lead now with Laura Chunks in second position. And how about Ali Liara up to 3rd spot? Well, was 3rd now. Now Joshua Osborne gets by both Ali and Mitchell Hodak. And now Mike Becker in that King Richard Petty 43 to the low side of the racetrack here. And meantime, Laura Chung going for the lead on Charles Sanford at turn number 1. 10 laps to go at Michigan. Boy, if you wonder what the racing is going to be like at Daytona in the Pepsi 400, well, you're getting a preview of it right now, pretty much, because this looks like a Daytona draft. But Michigan's high speed as well too, as we mentioned, over 180 plus miles an hour at this very racetrack here, and it is some people tell you it's a fun place to race as well too, and very, very fast, very, very competitive, and very, very, well, what more can I say? Fun. That's all I can say on that one. 4 wide in the middle of 3 and 4, and can't get through it. Unbelievable. And now John Andrews goes to the left side. And where did Tito McCoy come from in that number 49 car? He's now up in the top 20. The Ameritron Battery Chevrolet, who's had a couple of top 15 so far this season. And Tito McCoy could be in for a pretty good finish here. He's now running in the 12th position He may get himself a top 10 possibly. I'm not sure on this one. This could be interesting to watch. And neither of the McCoys have had a top 10 this season so far. And Trent Dunham's turned around. And here we go. Here we go. Right in front of the entire field, Trent Dunham, Caleb Fogler, Aubrey Scott, Wes McCoy was involved. Colin Cropley back in damage in that 25 car. He's got to be mad. I'm not sure how many other people got damage on their machines right there. There's Andrew Miller in the 10 car. I see damage to Kyle Matthews' car. Jessica Shelton, I think, has got a little bit of a hood buckle on her Budweiser Ford. She might be clean. I'm not sure on that one, actually. She did hit one of the cars. Yeah, she's got a bit of a hood buckle on that Budweiser Ford. Zachary Fitzwater, I know he was involved. Trent Dunham was involved. And Charles Sanford led him back to the start-finish line. Let's take a look at what happened. Dunham came off turn number 2 right there off the nose of Mike Becker's car. Stuffs Ben Cohen into the wall right there, and everybody else just gets involved. There's Aubrey Scott. There's where Alexander Rowe got a piece of it there. Reggie Fogelman got involved. Yeah, Fogelman's 17 car. Yeah, he's got some back-end damage on his machine. There's everybody else there. Quentin Moore had to slow down. I think he's clean. I'm not sure. Let's see. Back up. Well. Let's see. Yeah, Alexander Rowe, he's clean. Quentin Moore's clean. Caleb Fogler's clean. Yeah, Dunham's got some damage on his car. Yeah, Wes McCoy, a tough break for that 48 team. That car also was having a pretty good run as well, too. But for the cars in that crash, it was all for naught in turn 2. Sometimes there's a trouble spot at Michigan. And ladies and gentlemen, you can see how fast it happens, too. So, very happy with that. Charles Sanford out in front. Can he hold them all for the finish? We'll be back for the finish right after this. Well, we're going to have 3 laps of racing left to go, and Cole Deaver just now fell out with an ignition failure on the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Cole Deaver. Not going to be happy with this one as well, too. And he was running up in the top 10 when all this happened as well, too. Wes McCoy and Trent Dunham, the only 2 cars that were knocked out of race because of that crash on the backstretch here with 6 laps remaining here. So it's Charles Sanford, your leader. Second position is Laura Chung. Eric Monaco is 3rd. 4th is Noah Sewell. 5th is Cody McGurk. Raphael LeDuc is running 6th position. 7th is Nathan Orman. John Andrews 8th. Tito McCoy 9th. And Tori Gossett runs in 10th position. And Ben Cohen is 11th. 12th is actually Mitchell Hodak. 13th is Joshua Osborne. 14th, Dylan Young. 15th, Christian Bracken. 16th, Seth Cole. 17th is Dylan Pote. 18th, Elia Liara. 19th is Austin Reed. And Paul Minnick runs in 20th position there. The 30 car, Zachary Fitzwater, is 3 laps down in the 36th position, maybe 33rd by the time we get to this race finished here. Green flag back out. 3 laps remaining. Laura Chung blocked Eric Monaco up high as they go into turn number 1. And Noah Sewell dives to the low side of the racetrack here. Sewell won this race last season. Actually, my mistake. Noah Sewell actually won the last time he was at Michigan, not Ryan Brommer. The 18 car won last season, but with Brommer behind the wheel of this machine. So I actually got the winners of the Michigan races mixed up. It was Brommer who won the first time he was here, and Sewell won the last time he was here. So, Noah Sewell looking for 2 in a row at Michigan, looking to become the 15th ever winner in 15 races here, as is also Cody McGurk and John Andrews. Rafael Duke, however, is looking to become the first, one of the drivers looking to become the first repeat winner this season. Let's remember, LeDuc won the Winston 500 at Talladega this season, and Eric Monaco, that 4 car, he won at Richmond. Laura Chung tries to squeeze in between the 83 and the 4 cars. Here comes John Andrews looking for the lead. Actually, he's looking for second position. Excuse me on that one. And here comes Monaco. Low side, the number 4 car. The white flag waves. 1 more lap remaining at Michigan. Eric Monaco comes to the inside of LeDuc as they go into turn number 1. Laura Chung is right there behind it. Chung could be in the catbird seat here. Here comes Osborne, the 8 car. 3rd place for that Snickers machine. What's Chung going to do on the last lap here? Here they come through turns number 3 and 4. Laura Chung dips the high side. She closes up in the back of Monaco's car. Here they come up the 4th turn. The 4 in the lead, the 75 in second position. They come to start finish line and say hello to your first repeat winner this season. Eric Monaco wins the Miller Lite 400. The number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet becomes the first 2-time winner this season so far here in season 36. And a string of different winners in each race here ends at 14 as Eric Monaco brings the Kodak Film Chevrolet to victory lane. And what in those last 3 laps, tremendous stuff. And I tell you, this whole race at Michigan was tremendous. Great racing here today. Laura Chung comes on second position. 3rd goes to Joshua Osborne. 4th to Charles Sanford. How about Tito McCoy, the 49 car? Its first top 5 this season, finishing in 5th position. 6th goes to Tori Gossett. 7th goes to John Andrews. A great day for that 83 team. Rafael Duke 8th. 9th goes to Mitchell Hodak. And Noah Sewell, who is leading with, I think, coming to 2 to go. He drops to 10th position. Look at the top 10, less than 1 second among the top 10 cars. I mean, that looks like Talladega racing, guys. Whew. Boy, that I tell you, this is what we're going to see at Michigan. If this is what we saw at Michigan today here, I like to know what we're going to do. See when we come back here for the Champion Spark Plug 400 later on this season, which will be the 21st race of the season on the tour here. Give you the rest of the finishing order here. Dylan Poteet comes home in 11th position. 12th goes to Austin Reed. 13th, Seth Cole. 14th, Alan Liara. 15th position will go to Cody McGurk. Christian Bracken 16th. Nathan Orman 17th. 18th goes to Dylan Young. 19th, Ben Cohen. 20th goes to Andrew Miller. Keith Batson, Quentin Moore, Aubrey Scott, Alexander Rowe, Lyle Austin, Colin Cropley. He's not going to be happy with that 26th place finish. Kyle Matthews, 27th. Jessica Shelton, 28th. 2 of the big names back there in the field right there. Unusual for Matthews and Shelton because they both usually run well here at Michigan. Fogelman, 29th. 30th goes to Paul Minnick. Then it's Caleb Fogler and Mike Becker, the last car finish on the lead lap in 32nd position. 33rd goes to Zachary Fitzwater. He was the last car to finish the race, and as I said, tough break for Zachary. He was going to be the pole sitter for the event, and then all of a sudden, his car failed on him before the green flag even fell, and he ended up going 3 laps down. The 3 laps he unfortunately never got back. But he was the last car to finish the race, however, in 33rd position there. 34th goes to our cars on the race. Cole Deaver, an ignition failure, nailed him in this race here. Wes McCoy, Trent Dunham, and Ryan Brommer all out because of crashes. So that will do here today at Michigan Speedway. Congratulations once again to your first repeat winner this season, Eric Monaco. Who would have thought that? Eric Monaco got his first career victory in the series at Richmond. Now gets his second one today here at Michigan. Tremendous day for the number 4 team. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe. to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming Show. We got everything on the show. We got inner wishes, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole deserves to have for a show. Be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on his channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth Series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our other channel that does NNSCRA offline. That channel being X867539855X is still on Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series, and also subscribe to that channel for some good stuff. Also subscribe to the channel that he and Kyle Matthews do together, that channel being We the Coasters. If you are a roller coaster / theme park / amusement park fan, then We the Coasters is a channel for you. And also be sure to check out, subscribe to that channel for some cool stuff, and also subscribe to this channel you're watching here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do it here today at Michigan. For now, it's James Golson in production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 11 years of off-road racing as best. We'll see you at the next race on the tour, where we'll reach halfway to the Pepsi 400 at Daytona International Speedway.